All rise. You may now sit. Good morning. We have gathered here in the hearing of case number 0257-2023 between Marcus Mkumu and Ubunifu University. The court is now in session. Are all parties ready?
The plaintiff is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready as well. The court is now in session. Okay. I now call Wakili Michael, the plaintiff lawyer, to come and present their opening statement.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the court. My name is Michael Areda, and I'm the prosecutor in this case. Today, I represent my client, Marcus, against Ubunifu University. The defendant is charged with a violation of human rights, the right to education. Number 2, my client would like to table an accusation of harassment, an event that took place in the school's administration offices. He has also had emotional torture, which has taken a toll on his mental health. In addition, my client feels defamed by the fact that he did not appear in the graduation list. This act by paints my client as unreliable and lazy, which is not true, hence defaming. Finally, Your Honor. Finally, my client seeks compensation for the costs incurred during the court proceeding and also for the losses he is making. Since he is not actively involved in his business. Due to this, Your Honor, a proud Kenyan citizen has been denied a chance to exercise his economic freedom, a chance to contribute to the economy of his country. That is all for now, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Bona Michael. I call upon the defense lawyer to come and present their opening statements as well.
Thank you, Your Honor. My name is Alice Latifa, and I'm here to represent the defendant, which is the Great University of Ubunifu. It is with such great astonishment and utter surprise for such a prestigious, well-known institution to be sued for such atrocious and defamatory claims by this defendant, who claims to be a product of this institution himself. Ubunifu University would like to enter a plea of innocence, Your Honor, and to distance itself completely from the claims that are being made by Mr. Mkumu here. These accusations are just but a scheme to tarnish our good reputation while uplifting the name of our competitors. Your Honor, this is just but a case of a question of character. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you for the short and precise statements. It's time for the witnesses. Bona Michael, are your witnesses ready?
1 minute
my
Just a minute, Your
After
Honor.
that, I will proceed.
Yeah, Your Honor. We are now ready, Your Honor.
Get your house in order.
Thank you. Calling our first witness to the stand.
Mr. Musa Juma, I would like you to place your left hand on the Quran and lift your right hand and then repeat after me. I, Musa Juma,
I, Musa Juma,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
to tell the whole truth but nothing but the truth.
So help me Allah.
So help me Allah.
Wakil Michael, proceed please.
Apologies, Your Honor. Right away. Can you tell this court how you know my client, for how long you have known Marcus, and what is the nature of your relationship with him?
So I met Marcus a month ago. He had approached me in regards to the initial issues with the school. We're not really friends, but we happen to share a common problem.
You have happened to mention some issues with the school, which means that you are a student at Ubunifu University. Which time period were you there exactly?
I joined Ubunifu University in 2016 and completed my coursework in 2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it is fair to say that you are a graduate, Mr. Chuma.
Unfortunately, no.
Can you tell this court the reasons that you haven't graduated until this time?
So according to the class attendance records, it claims that I missed several classes. I missed on the graduation list despite finishing my coursework.
And did you try to reach out to the school department?
I did, but all my efforts were unsuccessful.
And do you know any other people that have suffered the same fate as you and Marcus?
Oh yeah, I actually do. I have a list right here of the students.
Your Honor, I would like to present this list as additional circumstantial evidence.
Objection, Your Honor.
Clearly from Juma's case, Your Honor, the school has made it an habit to disregard students' welfare by withholding their results. This goes against the Article 40 of the Constitution of Kenya, which recognizes an individual's right to own property. In this case, Marcus's graduation was withheld despite him having all the requirements. And the school denied him a chance to graduate, denied him possession of his academic qualifications, which can be considered Marcus's property. And this was a violation of his right to own property. Thank you, Your Honor.
Does the defense lawyer ready to take the cross?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Juma, do you recall the events of 29th June 2019 at around 8 p.m.? Perhaps I can refresh your memory and tell this court that on that same day, the school was having its cultural day, and on that same day, you were arrested for vandalism and causing chaos on the school premises. Do you recall such events?
Objection, Your Honor. Relevance to the case.
Your Honor, I am just trying to establish the character's witness.
Sustained.
Mr. Juma, do you recall such events?
Yes.
And what was your state during the time of your arrest? Can you say that you were sober?
No, but I was.
Mr. Juma, how many times were you drunk during your Ubunifu days? Is it correct to say that you were so drunk that you missed so many classes that the school couldn't get?
Objection, Your Honor. Leading questions.
That was all, Your Honor.
The witness is excused. Okay, Michael, do you have any other witnesses?
Your Honor, I would like to call in the second witness to the stand. Mr. Edward Buto, I would like you to place your left hand on the Bible and lift your right hand and then repeat after me. I, Mr. Edward Buto,
I, Mr. Edward Buto,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Mr. Edward, please tell this court what you teach in Obunifu University.
I'm a business administration lecturer.
And how long have you been a lecturer at Obunifu?
For 10 years now.
So that means you're not new to this, right?
Yeah, I've been around.
Do you recognize my client?
Yeah, I recognize him. I remember way back when he came to my office complaining about his attendance records.
So tell us about your teaching schedule for the semester, Mr. Edward.
Okay, the university allocates 14 weeks, whereby the last 2 weeks are for examinations.
And out of the remaining 12 weeks, how many did you attend?
Okay, considering the first 2 weeks, there is a low attendance or close to none. So I roughly attend 10 weeks lecture.
Your Honor, refer to log 3, page 9. Are you with me?
Yes.
Your Honor, I wish to confirm to this court that according to this affidavit, Mr. Edward only attended 4 classes during the May to September. It was May to September 2022 semester. Yet my client, he only missed 3 classes. Therefore, Your Honor, I reason that there is no way my client missed less classes than you actually attended. That was all. Thank you.
The defense lawyer, do you wish to cross-examine the witness?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Wakili Michael, do you have any other witnesses to bring to the stand?
Yes, Your Honor. I would like to call upon the chair of the department in the School of Business.
The plaintiff would like to present in the third witness. Miss Yombua, I would like you to place your left hand on the Bible and lift your right hand and then repeat after me. I, Miss Yombua,
I, Miss Yombua,
do solemnly swear
to
tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Proceed, please.
Marcus claims he was verbally abused and physically mishandled when he came to your office. Would you mind giving us the accounts of what transpired on that fateful day?
Well, on that day, I was just from my lunch break, sorting through some documents in my office, when Marcus knocked. Of course, I had to let him in, although our office hours were almost done. When he came in, he came with an arrogance and an entitlement attitude. I could literally smell it on him. He furiously stated his problems, and I told him to come the following day. That was when he started banging my desk, talking about how incompetent we are in the department. At that point, I had to call security to handle that situation.
And can you explain exactly to the court how security handled the situation?
Well, he was resisting to leave my office, so the security officer had to apply a little force.
What do you mean a little force? Force is force. What does you are
Michael,
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm sorry, Your Honor. Just to confirm, where do you hail from, Ms. Yombua?
I am from Mutungi Village, Machakos County.
Your Honor, I would like to inform this court that my client and Ms. Yombua are from the same village. Am I right, Ms. Yombua?
Yes.
Are you aware of a land dispute between your brother and one Mr. Alex Mukumbu?
Yes.
Are you aware that my client Marcus is a son to Mr. Alex Mukumbu? Is it possible that you handled Martha's situation with bias due to this fact?
Your Honor, I wasn't aware.
Lies! Crocodile tears! Let me remind you that you're under oath, Ms. Sombua. You need to tell this court the truth. Thank you, Your Honor. Please consider this.
Wakili Alias, will you wish to cross-examine the witness?
Yes, Your Honor.
Proceed, please.
Ms. Siambua, the case that the plaintiff lawyer is talking about, are you aware of the details?
Yes, I am aware. I even attended a court session last month.
Your Honor, this is a case of sub judice. I would not like to continue with this line of questioning because this case is still an active case. Motion to strike, Your Honor.
Stricken. My fault. Not again.
But Your Honor,
Stop.
I did.
I've had enough of you today. Any other issues, Wakili Alias?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay. Very well. On the accounts of emotional torture, do you have your witnesses ready?
Your Honor, the plaintiff would like to present in the fourth witness. Miss Susan, I'd like you to place your left hand on the Bible and lift your right hand and then repeat after me. I, Miss Susan,
I, Miss Susan,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
So, kindly tell this court how you are connected to Marcus.
Marcus is my boyfriend. We've been together for 2 years now.
And can you tell this court exactly the nature of Marcus's behavior after his failure to graduate?
Marcus was so devastated when he found out that he couldn't graduate. He started locking up himself in his room. He could barely eat. He withdrew from friends and family, and he was just so depressed.
And can you tell this court about a specific event where Marcus's emotional state was particularly affected by his failure to graduate?
Yes, sure. One day Marcus came home from school and he started sobbing. He said that he was regarded as a loser by some of his classmates. He was so humiliated, he just couldn't take it anymore.
And did Marcus ever talk to you about hurting himself?
Yes, he did. He never wanted to live anymore. He said that he didn't have any purpose and he didn't deserve to live. This took a toll on me because I love him so much.
And did you take any action after I told you this?
Yes, I did. I took him to see a therapist, and the therapist started to help him process his emotions.
Thank you very much, so I'm sorry for your pain. That is all, Your Honor.
The defendant lawyer, do you have something?
Yes, Your Honor.
Witness come to the stand.
Madam Susan, for the 2 years that you have been in a relationship with Mr. Marcus Mokomo, has it been constant? Have there been any breakups?
Yes, we had a breakup
And
before his time of his graduation.
before the graduation?
Yes.
Thank you very much, Madam Susan. That is all, Your Honor.
The witness is excused. Any other witnesses?
I would like to call Marcus's therapist on the stand.
Okay, make it quick. We don't have the whole day here.
Dr. Linda Wanyeke, I would like you to place your left hand on the Bible and lift your right hand and then repeat after me. I, Dr. Linda Wanyeke,
I, Dr. Linda Wanyeke,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you for being here, Daktari. Can you please tell us your name and your profession?
I'm Dr. Linda Wanyuke and I'm a therapist.
Dr. Wanyuke, can you tell us how Marcus's failure to graduate has affected him emotionally?
Okay, Marcus is so disappointed in himself. He feels like he has let his family down. Then he's so worried about his future. And most of all, he's ashamed and feels a lot of guilt.
And can you tell this court what are some of the symptoms of emotional distress?
Yes, I can. There's lack of sleep, loss of appetite, and this may result to loss of weight. Then he might be withdrawn from his family and friends.
Daktari, based on your assessment, do you believe that Sue's testimony signifies Marcus's emotional torture as a result of his failure to graduate?
Yes, I do, because constantly someone can have distress, which can result to more emotional problems, and without proper care, it can lead to more problems.
Thank you, Daktari. That was all.
Your Honor, I would like to cross-examine the witness. Thank you. Daktari, in your expert opinion, are these symptoms that you're speaking of be caused by something like a breakup?
Yes, I think they're part of it.
So, it is safe to say that since the breakup happened before the graduation, it may be the cause of Mr. Mukumu's condition?
Yes, I can.
Thank you. That is all, Your Honor.
Michael, do you have any other thing?
Thank you, Your Honor. In addition to the said pleas, Your Honor, my client Marcus is also asking for compensation of the cost incurred before and during this court proceeding due to the emotional and psychological damages he has suffered due to the school's negligence to assist him when they had the duty to do so. My client has not been able to run his business due to this court procedure, hence putting a dent in his source of income. To add on that is the money he spent on therapy and the legal fees that he has used to seek justice as well.
Objection, Your Honor.
Permission granted.
We as a school find no reason to compensate Mr. Marcus Mukumu. There are rules and regulations that need to be followed, and Mr. Marcus Mukumu broke them. In any case, we as the school are the ones who should be compensated. High representatives of the school are here instead of being in school taking care of their duties. Your Honor, this is not right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Alice. Lawyer Michael, do you have any other allegations against the school before you proceed?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Wakili, Alice, do you want to take the cross?
No, Your Honor.
Well, I have reviewed the plaintiff complaints and the allegations a bit concerning. Alice, you may come to the front and present the school's defense.
Thank you, Your Honor. Contrary to the plaintiff's allegation, we still believe that the staff made the right decision in the execution of school policy. In fact, I have several witnesses here who are ready to testify that the school did the right thing.
Okay, proceed.
I would like to call the first witness, Mr. Alex Wahome, who is the school's registrar.
Mr. Alex Wahome, I would like you to place your left hand on the Bible and lift your right hand, then repeat after me. I, Mr. Alex Wahome,
I, Mr. Alex Wahome,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Can you introduce yourself to the court?
I'm Professor Alex Wahome, and I'm the Academic Registrar of the University.
And for how long have you been the academic registrar?
For about 12 years now.
And during your term, how many students roughly have graduated?
About 1,000 students graduate per graduation ceremony, and since we have 2 graduation ceremonies per year, I will say 24,000 students during my term.
And by any chance, is there a possibility for a student to be denied the right to graduate?
Not in any cases that I know of, though we do have follow-ups on students with the same issue and guide them on what could be the problems that they have to sort out in order for them to eventually graduate. In most cases, they usually comply. That's why I was even shocked that one of our students decided to make us summon in court despite being given clear reasons as to why he was not yet eligible to graduate.
Mr. Mohammed, do you support Mr. Marcus's claim that the school denied him the right to education?
That is straight up an accusation. That is really ironic because how can that happen within the university premises, and the sole purpose of a university, like many others, is to offer education in order to secure a bright future for this upcoming generation.
Thank you, Mr. Alex. That is all, Your Honor.
The plaintiff lawyer, would you wish to take the cross?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, proceed.
Bwana Wahome, when asked if by any chance there are incidences where students have been denied a chance to graduate, you answered not that you are aware of, correct?
What are you trying to imply?
So, one can say that there are cases that you're not aware of.
Objection,
right?
Your Honor. He is leading the witness again.
You can scrap that from the record, please. I'm sorry. You mentioned doing follow-ups on students with the same issues as Marcus and Juma. You also said that you guide them on what could be the problem and sort out the issue in order for them to graduate on time. Yeah? How many of such follow-ups have you personally conducted, Mr. Wahome?
None. I have people tasked with doing that.
Meaning that you cannot guarantee that the follow-up questions are conducted in a manner that the students' needs are considered. Meaning that all the feedback you get and ground your final decision on is based on hearsay.
Can you stop twisting my words?
Objection, Your Honor. All employees at Ubunifu are thoroughly vetted by the board, and I can personally guarantee that nothing of this...
Unless you can guarantee this court that Ubunifu University, your clients, supervise every member of their staff on a daily basis, then I'd advise you to sit down. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Bwana Michael. Lawyer Alice, any other witness?
Thank you, Your Honor. I would now like to call Lecturer James, a lecturer who taught Marcus.
Mr. James, I'd like you to place your left hand on the Bible and lift your right hand and then repeat after me. I, Mr. James,
I, Mr. James,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to say the truth and nothing but the truth.
to say the truth and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Can you please introduce yourself to the court?
I am James, a lecturer in economics.
Mr. James, Marcus has tried to defend himself by saying that you missed several classes. Is that allegation true?
Well, to some extent that can be true in terms of physical classes. But then I usually organize with the class representative so that we can arrange for makeup classes, preferably online, to ensure that we are at par with the school timetable.
And is there a way to figure out which student has joined the class and which one has not?
Yeah, students usually log in with their names and registration numbers. And at the end of the classes, we usually take a roll call to indicate the number of students who are present and those who are not.
Objection, Your Honor. My client here was not aware of the said makeup classes. In addition, the said makeup classes are just but a proof of the lecturer's incompetence. The school requires lecturers to interact and teach their students all times, unless they have a liable reason not to do so. And Mr. James here doesn't have that reason. Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm so sorry about that, Mr. James. You may have a seat. Your Honor, now I have the school secretary of the department who is here to give a testament to the competency of the department in handling cases of students. Madam James, thank you.
Miss Jen, I'd like you to place your left hand on the Bible and then lift your right hand and then repeat after me. I, Miss Jen, do solemnly swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Good morning, Madam Jim. How long have you been the school secretary?
5 years, madam.
And in those 5 years, have you discriminated against or actually witnessed someone discriminate against a student who came for help?
No, Your Honor. My role as a secretary is to fully help and provide professional support to students and also solve issues that do not require my senior's intervention. There's never been an incident where I've denied any student help or access to the dean, otherwise I would have lost my job already.
Thank you, Madam Jane. No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Plaintiff lawyer Bwana Michael, do you have anything?
Of course, Your Honor.
Proceed.
You mentioned working 5 years at Ubunifu, correct?
Yes.
And do you consider that enough time to ascertain your competence in your line of duty?
It actually is.
And do you think...
Relevance to the court?
Sorry, Your Honor.
May I take your seat? We'll go for a recess and for about 30 minutes, then come back. Make sure you keep time.
All rise.
You can sit. Thank you for keeping time. We will now continue with our case between Marcus and University of Ubunifu.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Mr. Mkumu, where is your lawyer, Michael?
I'm sorry to tell the court that my lawyer, Mr. Michael Areva, he has proved to be an incompetent lawyer and I can't afford to lose this case. So from now on, I'll be representing myself.
Attention, court attendees. Mr. Marcus here has clearly proven that he'll be representing himself in this court.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Alice?
Your Honor, from all the evidence presented, it is clear that Mr. Mukumu is guilty of his mistake.
I had a valid reason for missing the classes, but I still did the exams and the cards.
Your reasons don't really matter, Mr. Mukumu. Rules are rules, Your Honor. And just like our beloved Constitution, nobody is above the law. We cannot exempt Mr. Mukumu from execution of school policy.
Your Honor, one particular issue that I have with this school is how they would allow me to do the exams and cards, and yet they were claiming that I didn't meet the minimum requirement of the class attendance.
Objection, Your Honor.
Your Honor, they should have allowed.
Mr. Mukumu, it is not the school's responsibility to check your attendance but to record it. And in any case, Your Honor, when Mr. Mukumu was joining the school as a new student, he was given a set of rules and regulations that he needed to sign, and he did that. Meaning that he is liable for punishment if he breaks any of the clearly written rules.
Your Honor, it is true that I'm guilty for these accusations, but I believe the school is unfair. I am a hardworking student who has paid all the tuition fees, plus I've done all the exams and cards if you confirm my grades I have exemplary grades in my transcript. Consider that. Well, without this business, I wouldn't have paid the school fees. So, this is my evidence.
Your Honor, that evidence does not pertain to or relate to the case in front of us.
These are fee statements for which year?
Since I joined the school, and as you look further, you'll see the last 2 years that they are accusing me of missing the classes.
Okay, Alice, do you have closing statements?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, when students join the school, they should focus on what brought them there, and that is studying and attending their scheduled classes, and not engaging in activities that cause the school's curriculum. Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I respectively agree to the accusations that the school is having on me. But one thing you must take into consideration is from a humble background. With my small capital, the small amount I had in my pocket, I decided to start a business that would help me raise my tuition fees. I did my best to raise that business to where it is right now. I also help the needy students in school. I sell to them goods in wholesale, then they sell in retail. That's earning some profits that they can help pay their bills. Plus, I also pay taxes that I know help this country in one way or another. So, as much as I may have missed the classes, please, Your Honor, take into consideration my situation and what the school is putting me or making me go through. I'm really sad at this moment.
Silence in court. I now want to proceed and make the final verdict together with my learned colleagues.
Silence in court.
After a long assessment of the case with the help of my colleagues, I have studied both cases, the accuser and the defendant right here. The school has made pretty remarkable statements, and the school has its policies, and the policies are there to regulate how various activities are going to be run and how students are going to conduct themselves within the school premises. And well, like Advocate Alice has said, no one is above the Constitution. However, Marcus has proven himself that he should have been eligible to graduate. I find that even after the school saw his absence in the records, they did not bother refunding his fees, neither telling him that he's supposed to retake the semester. He attended numerous number of classes, and so, to my opinion, even before I release my final verdict, I also understand the fact that Mr. Marcus Mkumu had to open a business, and that's what the government is advocating for young people.
What? Order in court, Miss Alice, so you go outside.
Without the business, Marcus wouldn't have been able to pay the required amount of fees. He has also played a major part in contributing to the growth of the economy as a businessman and by paying the taxes. That is what all youths are supposed to be doing. I hereby rule in favor of Marcus Mkumu, and additionally, I state that he is to be awarded his degree certificates and get compensatory fundings for the costs incurred during the court proceedings and during his stay in school. The court session is now adjourned. You can leave at your own pleasure.